Shalom, family. Shalom. Hopefully, everyone is doing wonderful this morning. Let me start off by giving all glory and honor to the Creator of the universe, Yahweh, and to His Son Yahweh Shai. All right, family. Let me give this disclaimer, family, first before I get off into my topic. My video content is not to convert you or to make you believe in anything that I believe in. I'm not trying to force polygyny on you or any other doctrine that I teach. And the doctrine that I teach is strictly out of the Bible. That's what I teach, what's out of the Bible. If you don't believe in the things that I teach out of the Bible, again, there's many other channels out there. You know, you're welcome to try another channel and things of that nature. With that being said, family, with that being said, for those brothers and sisters that get the content, that appreciate the content, thank you. All praises go to the Most High. So with that out the way, let me give some clarity, family. Let's get some clarity dealing with the last video I just made. First and foremost, for those that got it, I meant to say Isaac took his wife into his mother's tent, not Abraham. I know most people are not trivial like that. They got that. They understood that what I was talking about. But for those brothers and sisters that may not have known that, I just want to give some clarity because again, they may have some brothers and sisters that might not knew that, and I don't want to mislead anybody by mistake or intentionally. Okay, with this clarity, dealing with the subject matter of trying to give clarity, dealing with Abraham and Sarah. Sarah did not have any authority over Abraham, and the reason why she gave her handmaid to her husband was to help solidify the covenant that the Most High gave to Abraham by bringing him a wife or heir, being that Sarah was barren, being that she didn't have a child, being that she didn't bring forth a baby, but being that she was a virtuous woman, being that she was a woman willing to build not only the relationship between her and the Most High, but being able to stand behind her husband to build solidify this covenant that the Most High gave to her husband. The Most High seen that she was a virtuous woman and blessed her womb. Being that her womb was blessed and she brought forth Isaac. Then the promise went to Isaac because of the fact that the Most High, He's about order. You know what I'm saying? This is why Sarah sent her handmaid and Ishmael away. But the Most High also blessed Ishmael with 12 princes. But anyway, the point is this, family. The inheritance, customarily, dealing with our culture, the Hebrew customs, the firstborn usually get the inheritance. That's why Hagar was sent away, because it would have went to Ishmael, you know what I'm saying? But the promise went to Isaac. That's why she had to send him away. Not because Sarah had all this power and this authority, and because I've heard women say that before, but I don't even argue with people, you know what I'm saying? Because when people don't understand custom and culture, they're not going to understand why things are in place, and this is the details we're missing. We read the law and some of it makes sense, but we miss it because we don't know the details of the custom and the culture. But anyway, that's not here nor there. Dealing with the state situation, dealing with Laban and Jacob, or Yaakov. Laban did not trick Yaakov. If you understand the custom and the culture, customarily, it was for the daughter, the oldest daughter, to be married away first before the younger. And this is what Laban was doing. Laban was giving his oldest daughter into marriage before the younger daughter in marriage. You know what I'm saying? So lawfully, through the customs, that's Laban was doing something righteous. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't out of trickery. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand, again. You have to understand the significance of the firstborn. So again, this is the details that all people miss in the stories. You know, because again, you know, they react off their emotions and their feelings instead of, you know, and the people talk about making sense. When you don't know the details of the story or dealing with the custom and the culture, you can't see the sense of the logic in polygyny. You know, when we look at the state of affairs with us as a people, you know, there's a 7, 8, even up to 9% ratio I've heard of women against men. So when you look at that, and now the book tells us that the woman should have only one husband, not the man, the woman. But anyway, let's go with that logic. The woman and the man having one husband. So if you have, you know, these other 6 and 7 women, what are they gonna do? Let's say these women are barren. How can you build a nation if these women are barren? A woman can produce a child once a year. At best, she can produce twins, even triplets. But the average woman produces 1 child a year. How can you build a nation like that? See, but again, this kind of stuff make people uncomfortable because the brothers don't want to talk about this because they're scared to talk to their own wives. And the brothers that believe in polygyny, they so wicked, they're wicked as shit because they don't want to do things right. They want to do things lawfully. You know what I'm saying? So sisters, I understand how you feel for those that cringe when you hit the subject of polygyny. I really do get it. But you know, looking at our law, why would you look at the law of the land? You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not anti-government at all. You know what I'm saying? But the government have to be righteous. So if you want to follow the law of the land, the law of the land have to be righteous. The law of the land said let's legalize same-sex marriages. Let's 2 men can marry, 2 women can marry. You know what I'm saying? Some states even allow bestiality, even going into the point where they're going to allow pedophilia. So do you agree with that? You know what I'm saying? The law of the land call you Negro, call you black, call you African American, shoot you down the street unarmed. So do you agree with that? I mean, these are frivolous arguments. These points, trying to compare the law of the land to the Most High law, is pointless. Because the Most High law is a covenant that was between the children of Israel and for protection and to help them grow. So a lot of sisters will go against that because they're not really for the law, for the Most High. They're really for themselves. This is why Sarah was blessed with a child at a late age, because she was willing to sacrifice her emotions and her feelings to solidify the covenant that the Most High had with her husband. But anyway, you know, the Lord of Most High says that a woman that's put away for a man not to marry her. But the Lord of the land says, you know what? If a woman is divorced, irregardless whether she could have been a whore or what, she can go get married again. But in our book, that's against the law. But again, you see how emotional our people get. And again, this is not a direct attack on anybody. I just want to give clarity because I want people to be informed. I'm not here to give you feel-good doctrine, feel-good spirits, and play on your emotions. I'm here to give you what the book says, and that's it. If you accept it, that's it. That's beautiful. All praise to the Most High. If you don't accept it, again, that's totally up to you. That's between you and the Most High. It has nothing to do with me. You know, dealing with that. There was Sarah. Dealt with Jacob in his situation. Dealt with the Lord of the land. Let's deal with Adam. Because again, I've heard a lot of women say the same thing again. If God intended us to have multiple wives, He would have gave Adam more than one wife. Sisters, Adam allowed his wife to be beguiled, you know, in the garden, and then after that, you remember Cain killed Abel. This was all under Adam's watch, which had nothing to do with polygyny. So if Adam didn't handle those situations lawfully, you need to find out what he should have did. You need to find out what he should have did, because again, you know, our people don't want to hear the truth. But looking at that, why would you bring up a comparison with Adam in polygyny when Adam, he didn't handle those situations right there. He blamed uh, um, he blamed the Most High basically by saying, well, it was the woman that you gave me, instead of taking ownership. See, this is the problem with our people. Our people don't want to take ownership, and that's all the Most High is asking. Take ownership for your mistakes, for your faults. This is why when I look at what I did in my life, how I defiled sisters, you know what I'm saying? By living outside the covenant and the contract and the laws of the Most High. I've defiled a lot of sisters. So being that I seen the wickedness in myself, you know what I'm saying? Now I can work on healing myself. You know what I'm saying? We have inherited a lot of bad doctrines, camp ideology. We have inherited from Christianity. We have inherited from the world. So now we go to the book and we see that we're wrong and that we're sick people. The book is the healing. But most of the people don't want healing. Most of the people really don't want the healing. You know what I'm saying? They want to pick up the book when it benefits them and put it down. They don't want to pick up the system when it benefits them and then put it down. Neither lukewarm nor cold. Either you hot or you're not. You can't be in between. You can't have a false balance. The Most High don't like that. But anyway, I'm not going to beat up on that either. Like I said, once I realized how off track I was, how sick mentally I was, I'm gonna just call it what it is. I'm only able to heal myself by listening to the word of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is not going to give us no power, and we can't even judge how. If you give an unrighteous man all this kind of power, you see what the adversary is doing to you with all this power. So just imagine with all this strife, all this anger, all this animosity, all this hate in your heart. If he gives you the power, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with it? You're gonna rule just as wicked as the man before you. This is why the Most High is not going to give us any power and any authority, because you're not ready for it. You're still children. You see how you react. So you see how people react to videos when they find one little thing that makes them uncomfortable, instead of going and research and looking at like I said, let's look at the 8 to 9 percent ratio. Let's look at it. What you gonna do with these sisters that don't have a man? What you gonna do with them? You just gonna let them sit there? I mean, if you look at the Most High plan, it's perfect. It's gonna get us back in order. But you would rather follow the system than to follow the Most High. That's what in essence, that's what most of the sisters are really saying. And most of y'all don't even get that. When you look at everything, tearing down your house, and not tearing down your person, or tearing down a nation, not building a nation up. This is what Sarah was about. She was about building a nation, not tearing it down. Most of our sisters think they're trying to build a nation, and they're really tearing. It's just like a lot of these brothers, they're tearing the nation down. They're not building it up. They're tearing it down. Because the Most High, He gave us a perfect plan, but the problem is nobody really wants to sit down and hear the truth of the matter, hear the whole conclusion of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wants to sit down and get out of their feelings, and let the book say what it says, and it begin to make sense to us. It begin to give clarity. Again, family, so like I said, I'm not going to beat up on this here. Like I said, I like to try to keep my videos between 15 and 30 minutes, because most of our attention span is not that long. But again, just want to give clarity, simplify it. Hopefully it makes sense to you. For those that can receive it, all praises to the Most High. For those that can't, again, they're going to argue, they're going to debate. And again, you can dislike the video. I'm not asking you to like the video. I'm making a video, and hopefully it begin to make sense and give clarity. With that being said, family, I'm going to cut it there. Peace, love. Shalom.